Hi Cancer, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a general reading, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. I've already cleared the energy of the cards and shuffled and pulled 10 cards. This is the deck I'm using today, in case anyone's interested. I'm using the light deck. There's two decks in this. In this box, okay? So I hope you're doing awesome. If the messages repeat themselves, I'll try and catch that and let you know. I believe Spirit really wants us to get the message when they repeat. If the cards come out upside down or reversed, it means you're getting extra protection from Spirit, okay? So your first card is Let Down. Let Down. Just talking to my little dog here. Your first card is, in this deck, Cancer, the Pentacles are serpents, just so you know, okay? So your first card, you got the Six of Pentacles. This card represents your current situation. This is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So the Six of Pentacles upright is a card about gifts, presents, material help, gratitude, support, prosperity, success, giving back to society. This is a card about giving and receiving and sharing wealth, charity, philanthropy, equity, community. This card deals with giving and receiving. Depending on your situation, this card might have different meanings. If you have a need, that need will be met by gift, donation, or through some unexpected source. And if you're seeking aid, such as a scholarship or a loan, this card is a favorable omen. And if someone approaches you for help, you will find it in yourself you will find yourself in the position to provide it. You give generously. You enjoy helping others. You share your wealth and abundance with others. You are now in a position to offer assistance to those in need. Even if you are not financially wealthy, you offer up your time, energy, love, and support to those who are in need, knowing it will be appreciated. Giving your time or your wisdom is often just as spiritually fulfilling as giving away money and gifts. Trust that every contribution you make is valued and will come back to you threefold. Think about how you can financially support your family or friends in a way that encourages them towards self-sufficiency. You may be on the receiving end of other people's generosity, accepting these gifts with gratitude. You will also need to identify ways in which you can be more self-sufficient. This can be a card of financial harmony. Okay, good things are coming to you and going out from you in material terms. You are experiencing abundance, prosperity, and personal fulfillment. You may be in a position to support a good cause, perhaps by contributing financially or volunteering your time or expertise. This card can also represent philanthropic projects or providing work for other people. The Six of Pentacles shows that past financial problems have been resolved. Your income is steady and your security is stable. You are in a balanced position concerning income and outflow. You are using your prosperity to help others. Because sixes represent give and take, this card could also indicate a business partnership or shared financial responsibility. Okay. Yeah, so you may be receiving financial help or a gift, generosity from friends or acquaintances is what this card represents. You may receive unexpected financial assistance. This card is also saying this is a message that you've met your financial goals and are encouraged to share your good fortune with others. Giving time and money to good causes brings a great deal of happiness. So this card represents successfully securing a loan or a mortgage. So let me know if that resonates. I would love to hear. You can leave me a comment down below. Then what's crossing you or what's challenging you or your situation is the Nine of Swords. This card came out reversed, so you're getting extra protection from Spirit. This is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy, so you could be having an issue with a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, but it doesn't have to be. So the Nine of Swords is about recovery, hope, reaching out, despair, learning to cope, facing life, finding help. Could be a card of secrets, shame, guilt, mental health issues, inner turmoil, deep-seated fears, releasing worry. This card suggests possibly the possibility of full-blown, sorry, can you hear the train? It's so loud. The possibility of full-blown insomnia or the use and perhaps abuse of sleep-inducing drugs. Okay, so make a note of that. You are experiencing inner turmoil as a result of your mindset. Spirit wants you to have more faith, okay? More faith in yourself and more faith in the universe. Your negative thoughts are taking you in a downward spiral of despair and anxiety that contradicts reality. You are making things feel much worse than they really are. You may try to keep your worries private and personal, but you are struggling. It may be time to confide in others. So, Spirit already talked about asking for help, okay? So make a note of that. Only strong people, and you are very strong, Cancer, only strong people ask for help, so. And you even got the Strength card, so. Okay. It may be time to confide in others. Others will offer you a new perspective. You may be gripped by fear. The advice from Spirit is to release your limiting beliefs, crippling fears, and self-doubt. You may be incredibly hard on yourself or engaging in negative self-talk. Make a more conscious effort to quit negative self-talk. You may have already worked through this period of worry and depression and are making a recovery. You may realize things are not as bad as you made them out to be. Okay? Nine of Swords reversed represents a lessening of a situation. Okay, so it's getting better. There's light at the end of the tunnel. So make a note of that. Okay? Don't worry. Have faith in yourself. This card can show intense mental anguish. It's time to examine belief systems that no longer apply to your life and that are standing in the way of your progress. You may be suffering because you refuse to face the cause of your problems. Honesty is called for if you are to resolve the situation. Then your third card is the Ace of Cups. It came out reversed. So extra protection from Spirit. This card represents the basis of your situation or foundation. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So again, they're talking about repressed emotions, emotional loss, blocked creativity. Your intuition, coldness, feeling unloved, gloominess, instability. This card suggests feeling depleted, empty, and very much in need of spiritual or emotional refreshment. But it can also represent the opposite, feeling overwhelmed and drowning in emotions. Okay? The Ace of Cups is the self-love card in the Tarot deck. Before you send your love out to the world, send love to yourself. The more you do this, the more you can exist and flow with life itself. You are in connection with your subconscious mind and attuned to your intuition. You are exploring this part of yourself privately now and discovering how you can bring more intuition and flow into your life. You may be repressing your emotions, not wanting to express yourself fully to the outside world. You have your reasons for keeping your feelings close and not wanting others to know what's going on inside. But be careful that you do not create an internal blockage by repressing how you feel. There are different ways you can release your emotions through journaling, creative projects, movement, or just screaming your frustration and anger out in the car. You may need to retreat and find balance with yourself on why you are holding back. You may be withholding your emotions for fear of getting hurt. Okay? But again, you know what? If this resonates with you, Cancer, honestly, do not keep things inside. Write it down. Talk to someone that you trust and respect. Or just, the brain doesn't know the difference if you speak it or write it, okay? If there's things that are bothering you, you have to get them out, or this energy will make you sick, okay? The Ace of Cups indicates delays or disappointments in love. Sometimes a new beginning doesn't develop as hoped. Difficulties in getting a new relationship or creative effort off the ground could be indicated, or something you are trying to set in motion meets unforeseen and frustrating obstacles. Maybe this is not the right time to start something new. Aces mean beginnings, right? 1, 2, 3, the start of something. But when it comes out reversed, might not be the right time. This is your foundation card. It is a card of emotional turmoil. Happiness isn't long lasting and love's energy is dwindling. And then your fourth card represents your past, but is relevant to your current situation. And you got the High Priestess. This is a major arcana card. So this is a big message. The High Priestess is represented by the moon in astrology. So this card is all about sacred knowledge or hidden knowledge. I think they have already mentioned secrets, okay? This is a card of secrets again. Mystery, spirituality, unseen influences at work, a higher power, your inner voice. This is the divine feminine, the subconscious mind, your unconscious, your intuition. This card is about knowledge that you need and that can be revealed. It might be something to do with your past, since this is what this card represents. This knowledge is beyond logic. You must access and trust your intuition if you hope to understand it. Refrain from action for a while and instead take the time to search within yourself for the wisdom you need to move on. This card could also mark the beginning of a personal spiritual journey. And it can also suggest sharing knowledge and not keeping secrets. The High Priestess is the guardian of the subconscious mind and the teacher of sacred knowledge and hidden mysteries. She teaches you that the world is not always as it seems, and more profound influences are often at play. She ushers you through the thin veil of awareness, offering you a deep intuitive understanding of the universe and a heightened awareness of secret or hidden information. She shows up in your reading when the veil between you and the underworld is thin, and you have the opportunity to access the knowledge deep within your soul. Now is the time to be still so that you can tune in to your intuition. Okay? The answers you are seeking will come from within. Your intuitive sense right now is providing you with useful information. You are being called to embrace the divine feminine. Be proud of your ability to nurture, trust, sense, and emphasize instead of hiding it away. When the High Priestess appears in a reading, she indicates that something hidden or within you is preparing to come forth, or that you need to pay more attention to your inner world of dreams, imagination, and intuition. Usually you know the importance of developing this part of your life, but you may have been holding back out of fear or lack of motivation. The High Priestess may also indicate that you are attempting to hide something that needs to be revealed. The High Priestess represents our potentials that have yet to be discovered and manifested, our secret selves longing to be recognized. You may be experiencing awareness of the invisible world, where inner change takes place before it manifests in the outer material world. Your attunement to these inner invisible sources is acute now, and you are in a position to take advantage of this. You may want to practice meditation to go deeper into your inner core. Tune in to your inner voice and spiritual awareness by whatever meditative method works for you. For example, following breath. Okay, it'll mean different ways for all of us. Okay. There's lots of different ways to meditate, so whatever works for you. The High Priestess, she is the spiritual celestial mother and heightened feminine perceptive nature. When this card shows up in a reading, it means that something hidden or unknown is about to be disclosed. It can represent unconscious beliefs, fear, or emotions, as well as the ability to seek advice through dreams. It can represent mediumship and psychic abilities, as well as a curiosity in the mystical and esoteric studies and the development of feminine abilities of intuition and natural insight. This card is telling you to explore your unconscious and the meaning of your dreams. It indicates that the future or outcome is undetermined. Just be patient and wait for the proper timing. This card could also represent a pregnant woman. This is a sensitive person who was greatly awakened, an artist, a channeler, a musician, a medium, a healer, or a mental healer. People who work with their higher mind, a diplomat or a peacemaker, someone who enjoys a higher sense of perception and gentleness. They have the ability to perceive the wants and needs of others. This card could also represent an excellent counselor. So however that resonates with you, Cancer. Then your immediate future card, what's likely to happen next in your life, coming up very soon, is the Nine of Wands. Okay, so this is just like a little flag here. It hasn't happened yet, but it's going to happen very soon. This card is represented by Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. Reverse, this card is about refusing to compromise, exhaustion, fatigue, unsure motivations, stubbornness, rigidity, defensiveness, being defensive, being paranoid, giving up, struggling, feeling overwhelmed. It's talking about inner resources. This card suggests that you've invested a lot in something that turned out not to be worth it after all. And it can also indicate that there is nothing you should be doing. Just step back and let time do the rest. In this exhausted state, you are likely to make a mistake. Okay, so Spirit's saying maybe just wait for divine timing. This is your final challenge before reaching your goal. You must endure the last test of your strength and character before reaching the finish line. Okay, we've already talked about how strong you are, Cancer. You are struggling to keep working towards your goal. The challenges on your path are relentless. You may be ready to give up, but you are so close to completing this challenge. Spirit doesn't want you to give up. Okay, Spirit is telling you that you have to keep going, keep fighting. You've got this. You feel overcome by your responsibilities or the lack of support from those around you. Do not take on any other commitments at this stage until you have more control over your circumstances. If you cannot see any end in sight, then get help. You've already talked about that. Hire someone, work with a coach or a therapist to help you manage. You may feel paranoid, like everyone is out to get you. The advice from Spirit is to focus on your own game and don't worry about what other people are thinking or saying about you. Don't be stubborn. This card reversed represents a loss of position, drive, or strength. Someone who is afraid to lose status. Okay. Your immediate future card. You may be fighting a losing battle. If so, it's time to cut your losses and get out. Whatever it is over, and if it hasn't worked out for you, then move on to something else. Learn whatever lessons you can from the failure and know that the wheel is always turning. Okay? If you're struggling now, don't worry, it'll get better. And then your sixth card is the Strength card. This card is represented by Leo in astrology. So this card says it all, really. You have this card represents the outcome that you desire in your situation. The outcome that you desire in your situation, and this is a card of fortitude, strength, determination, and power. This card represents inner strength and will, and the human spirit's ability to overcome any obstacle. Spirit wants you to know, Cancer, you have great stamina and persistence, balanced with underlying patience and inner calm. You are committed to what you need to do. And you go about it in a way that shows your composure and maturity. You are fueled by your inner strength, personal power, strong will, and determination. You do not rule by trying to control others. You quietly influence and persuade. Others may underestimate your power. If you've been going through a rough time, this card encourages you to persevere. Okay, they've already talked about that. No giving up. You are way too close. You have got what it takes to see this situation through to its eventual end. Tame your wild instincts, gut reactions, and raw emotions. Now is the time when you need to be conscious of your instinctual urges and bring them into balance with the greater good. Spirit is saying, control your emotions. This is no time to act out in rage or hatred. Approach your situation from a place of forgiveness, compassion, and love. Working with a therapist may help you with coping strategies. This card is about understanding your drives and passions. By understanding and accepting them, you can use them to achieve your goals. You can become so self-possessed that you move through your life with a quiet strength that doesn't need to exert itself needlessly, but is always ready when needed. When this card comes out in a reading, Cancer, it's letting you know that now is a time to exert that quiet yet undeniable strength that you have inside, okay? It's time to tap into that core strength you have inside you. When the Strength card appears in a reading, you are exhibiting moral courage and fortitude. You have learned to work with your own instinctive nature, to listen to it and hear its whisperings. You have come through difficulties and learned to rely on inner strength to solve your problems. Again, Spirit is saying this is a time when faith in yourself will pay off. You have made yourself strong by experiencing life's trials and tribulations. It's a time to let people around you know who you are, especially anyone who's been dominating you. The indication is that stereotypically feminine traits do the work of reconciling our rational side with our intuitive one. In traditional mindsets, the feminine is always in closer touch with nature than the masculine. Females conquer animal natures not by brute force, but by gentleness and feeling their way into rapport with the instinctive side. Strength indicates that spiritual strength must replace or overcome physical strength. Okay? You have to have faith in yourself, faith in the universe, trust. You have come through severe trials and have triumphed. You have found your deep inner strength, and it will see you through whatever comes your way. You are firmly connected to the instinctual world, and you are now able to make friends with it and control it. Your positive connection to your animal self will protect and care for you. Your inner drives are in harmony with your outer needs, and your instinctive nature supports all that you do or hope to do. At this time, your intuition should lead the way. Okay? Don't just rely on logic. Spirit is saying, again, you need to really tap into your intuition. It's really important right now. The Strength card. Some of you are healers. The Strength card is represented by the healer. It's also letting you know that better times are on the way. This is your chance to prove your inner strength and wisdom. You will prevail over life's hardships if you have the fortitude to endure. For some of you, a beloved animal could enter your life. And if you're having relationship difficulties at this time, Spirit is saying, open your heart, forgive and forget. Some of you are recovering from an illness or could be besotted with an older woman. This is a card of healing on a deep level. This could represent a person who has healing abilities or who can communicate with animals. They have animal communication skills. This could be someone who specializes in conflict resolution, an accomplished personality, a woman of substance and impact who is charismatic, self-assured, and grounded. This could represent a mentor in your life. So however that resonates with you. Your seventh card is the Devil. It came out reversed, so extra protection from Spirit. This is your self-image card, how you see yourself. You could have Capricorn in your sign, your rising or moon. So the Devil card reversed is about freedom, release, restoring control. It's a card of independence, revelation, reclaiming your power, reclaiming control. This card can indicate a close call with resisting temptation or eliminating certain pleasures from your life for fear of becoming addicted. I've already talked about this a little bit at the beginning. I'd make a note. Also, this can represent a recent release from a dangerous or destructive situation. It could be telling you obstacles or restrictions that have blocked your path are now removed and you can see your way forward. Emotional shortcomings are overcome and inner truth is uncovered. They've talked about secrets already, or something hidden. You may have the ability to see through shallow materialistic types when this card comes out reversed. Okay, this is your self-image card, how you see yourself. The Devil card, this card is talking about releasing limiting self-beliefs, exploring your dark thoughts and detachment. You may be on the verge of a breakthrough or an up-leveling. You are being called to your highest potential, but first you have to let go of any unhealthy attachments or limiting beliefs that may hold you back. It may be an addiction, an unhealthy relationship or unhealthy relationships, or a disengaging career. Again, Spirit's saying let go of fear and release any self-imposed limiting beliefs standing in the way of your growth. Confront your inner fears and anxieties to free yourself from the chains that bind you to your limiting beliefs and unhealthy attachments. You are going into your deepest, darkest places. When you take this path consciously, you do so with strength, confidence, and courage. So they've already talked about strength, how strong you are. You seek to understand your innermost shadows so you can either release them or integrate them into your life in a more constructive way. You may be hiding your deepest, darkest self from others, keeping it a secret. I would make a note of that again, okay? Leave me a comment. Leave a comment below if that resonates, because that came up again. You may have thoughts, fantasies, addictions, or habits that you don't want others to know because you feel embarrassed or ashamed. There is a need to accept who you are and forgive yourself for the thoughts you have. Maybe practice the Buddha principle of detachment, where you overcome your attachment to the desire for things, people, or concepts of the world. Free yourself from any restrictions. Release your dependence on people or things. Cord-cutting visualization can help to release unhealthy attachments to others also. Okay, so make a note of that. That might help you. Yeah, but again, because it came out reversed, Spirit is helping you with this, right? So no, you're not dealing with this alone. If this resonates with you there, Cancer, okay? This is your self-image card, how you see yourself. You may feel trapped in a situation over which you feel you have no control. But if you look closely, you will see that it's your own attitudes and beliefs that are causing the problem. Examine your beliefs and learn how they are restricting you. Be careful of any quick fix to your problems, which are actually structural and not superficial. If you are willing to do the hard work, both on the inner and outer planes, you can begin to live your best life. Okay? But we've got to do some of the shadow work. But you're strong, you can do that. And then your 8th card represents your environment or how others see you in your situation. And you have the 2 of Cups reversed. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So the 2 of Cups, your environment card, is talking about a disharmony, an imbalance, distrust, withdrawal. It's a card of self-love again, okay? So make a note of that for sure. Spirit really wants you to focus on self-love at this time. It's about bad and broken communication, tension, separation, division, breakups. Okay, this is your environment card or how others see you. Separation. At its essence, this card reversed is about self-love. When you love yourself unconditionally, you accept and appreciate who you are, and you respect and honor the most authentic version of yourself. You welcome a life of happiness because you fundamentally believe you deserve it, and you're right. When you come from a place of self-love, self-acceptance, and self-respect, you will have more fulfilling, loving relationships with others. If you don't love yourself, you'll end up projecting that lack onto others, becoming clingy and attached, attracting the wrong kinds of relationships to you, or worse, ending up in a harmful situation or harmful situations. Find the love within you and give it to yourself. This card reverse can sometimes signal a breakup or a falling out. There may be a lack of trust, Cancer. Spirit wants you to, again, open up, share and hold safe space for one another to express your feelings. This card can indicate a union or partnership that in theory or on paper should be amazing, But the reality is that there is just no emotional connection. This card has such a harmonious vibration that its reversed position isn't much different than the upright one. It can suggest delays, or that the relationship may have to be kept a secret for some time. Again, third time, Spirit is talking about secrets. So, however that resonates with you, okay. The Two of Cups, when it's upright, this time it came out reversed, but with some writers describe the Two of Cups as a coupling of some sort, a marriage, a partnership, a union. Harmony is in the air. You may be in the honeymoon stage of a relationship or endeavor when all seems right. It can also represent a new stage of happiness and harmony in an existing relationship. But usually, when it comes out reversed, it's talking about a separation. So, however that resonates with you. There's an emotional imbalance in a relationship in your life. Then your ninth card represents your hopes and fears. And you got the Four of Wands. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy. So the Four of Wands is all about feeling unwelcome, a lack of support. So they've already mentioned that. Home conflicts, instability, lack of roots, inner harmony, conflict with others, prosperity. So this card warns you not to celebrate too soon. Things appear very fine, but you need to wait a bit to make sure. This card could also suggest that you rethink your plans for the future. Okay? So, Four of Wands reversed is a card of delays again. You are celebrating the achievement of a personal goal, like quitting smoking or doing yoga 30 days in a row. You also may be in the midst of your journey and yet to reach the finish line, preferring to honor this mini milestone privately. You have achieved a level of inner harmony and stability. You have found a sense of greater balance within yourself. This card reversed may point to a lack of harmony or a breakdown in communication in your family or household. This may leave you uncertain about your relationships and what or whom you can or cannot depend on. You are going through an upheaval during which you have little stability and security. You may experience multiple changes in your life, such as changing jobs, moving house, or leaving a relationship. Again, this is what you hope for or fear the most in your situation. This could be problems with a project or business, delayed success, unnecessary anxiety over business or work. The advice from Spirit is, take a rest. A rest is needed. This could be the end of a career or forced change. Okay. What you hope for or fear the most in your situation. You may be celebrating your good fortune in a quiet way. You may be expanding your property holdings or creative output without fanfare. Financial gains may be more modest if this card were upright, but you're still satisfied with your accomplishments and the sense of having done a job well. Your public image, your relationships, and your sense of self are favorable. And then your last card is your future card, if all is to remain as is. And you got the Four of Cups. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. So this is a card of apathy, contemplation, boredom, feeling disconnected. So the Four of Cups represents self-absorption, apathy, and boredom. You have been disappointed by somebody or something and are now emotionally stuck. This may or may not resonate right now because this is your future card, okay? So just make a note of it. You don't like what's in front of you and you can't be bothered to look further than your own brooding mind. It's a shame because if you listen to the voice of wisdom, you'll look up and see that what you need is not that far away. Can you hear all the Canadian geese outside? They're really loud. They're migrating down south, leaving us for the winter. So the Four of Cups can represent an opportunity, meditation, deep contemplation, apathy, a lack of interest or concern, a lack of enthusiasm. You need to reevaluate. Not noticing opportunities being presented to you, mostly focusing on your thoughts is what this card is about. New opportunities and invitations are flowing to you, but for now you are saying no. Use your discernment to decide what is truly important to you. Don't be afraid to decline new projects that don't align with your future path. You are turning your attention and energy internally to realign to this new phase of your life. You know that you need to be standing on solid ground before you can decide your next steps. Check in emotionally before you say yes to any opportunity. You may be bored with your everyday life. You need to switch off the outer noise on the world and go within. Do some meditation. You may have had a relationship end or experienced failure in your career and now avoid getting in the same predicament again. You are withdrawing your emotions from a situation or a person. After intense emotional involvement, you may need some space for yourself. There's a feeling of letdown after a build-up, as in the postpartum blues or when you have to deal with all the nitty-gritties of making a marriage work. The Four of Cups represents a state of apathy and withdrawal, but this may be a necessary rest after the craziness that you've just went through. It's time to get away by yourself and just relax and recenter yourself for a while before getting back into your daily grind. Okay, Four of Cups, your future, more long-term though, 3 to 6 months down the road maybe, okay. Boredom. You're reevaluating emotional affairs or connections. You are indulging in an emotional state and are ignoring present opportunities. So be careful, okay? Just be careful. You're not... This card represents a call to take a fresh look at life and examine the certain circumstances. There's a component missing in your situation. Okay, so that is your reading. If this resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe, leave me a comment. I would love to hear from you. And if you want your own private reading, I'll leave a message underneath my email. And you can email me and we can chat about that, okay? Again, remember, no overindulging. There's an imbalance in the social life. You need alone time. This is a card of isolation. 3 is a crowd. Access physical enjoyment and ending. So, yeah. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to listen to these messages from Spirit. I'm truly very grateful. I'm sending you a huge hug. Remember, to thine own self be true, Cancer. Take care. Have an awesome rest of your day. Happy Friday. That's when I'm doing this reading. Have a great weekend. Bye.